Yeah, this is what we last discussed. Which items will be added, subtracted, which will come under COGS, which will come under office, which will come under SND, NOE, that is non-operating expense, NOI, non-operating income, and all that. Okay. So let us move on to the vertical revenue statement. So this is for the first time we are doing a P&L account in the vertical form. Okay. I told you the logic behind. Yeah, sales minus COGS is profit. So that's the logic on which the vertical revenue statement is prepared. Okay, so we'll start with sales. You have cash sales 5 lakh 20, credit sales 15 lakhs, and sales return 20,000. Okay, so 5 lakh 20 plus 15 lakhs minus 20,000 is how much? 20 lakhs. So ये जो 20 lakhs है इसको हम सेल्स बोलते हैं, नेट सेल्स. ठीक है, डोंट फॉरगेट ऑल दिस. नेक्स्ट चैप्टर में काम आएगा ये सब लॉजिक. Next, less COGS, cost of goods sold. So last lecture I told you COGS comprises of what? Material, labor, direct expenses, and factory overheads. It comprises of these 4 things. Okay. So let us first start with direct material or raw material consumed. ठीक है, RMC जिसको हम बोलते हैं. So opening stock 7 lakhs, purchases 9 lakhs. ये सब आपने cost sheet में भी किया होगा. Yeah. Less closing stock of raw material. So the basic formula वो मैंने change नहीं किया है, cost sheet वाला और ये same रखा है. Opening stock of raw material 7 lakhs, purchase 9 lakhs, and closing stock 6 lakhs. ठीक है. Solve it. 9 plus 7 is how much? 16. 16 minus 6 is 10 lakhs. ठीक है. 10 lakhs. So this is my raw material consumed, this answer. Then direct wages 1 lakh 50. Okay, direct expense is not there in the question, and factory expense may you have 2 things, factory related expense and depreciation on plant 30,000. Okay, 30 it's 3 lakh 50. Yeah, 3 lakh 50 plus 38. Sorry, no, 38 30. So that's 3 lakh 80. Okay. So total it and take it in the output column. COGS is what? Direct material plus direct wages plus direct expenses plus factory overheads. This gives me COGS. ठीक है, तो ये चारों को ऐड करना है. This. Right? So 3 lakh 80 plus 1 lakh 50 plus 10 lakhs. So it is 15 lakh 30, which you will take it in the output column. ठीक है, तो ये जो आपको मिला है ना 15 लाख 30, इसको COGS बोलते हैं. सॉरी, इसको नेट ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट बोलते हैं. ये जो आंसर है 15 लाख 30, दिस इज COGS. और ये जो आंसर है आफ्टर सब्ट्रैक्टिंग 20 lakhs में से सब्ट्रैक्ट 15 लाख 30, इसमें से 20 lakhs माइनस कर दो 4 lakh 70. दिस इज ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. बराबर ना? वर्क्स. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट भी ऐसे ही बनते हैं. हाँ, ऑब्वियसली डेबिट क्रेडिट साइड. इधर सिर्फ हमने क्या किया, डेबिट क्रेडिट नहीं किया, लेजर नहीं बनाया, एड लेस किया बस. इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीवन? नोट इट डाउन. The concept and the logic is clear. Have you noted? Okay, so gross profit is done. After gross profit comes P&L account, which we call it as operating expense. Okay, operating expense is divided into three: admin, selling and distribution, and financial expense. ठीक है, तो operating expense में क्या क्या आता है? Admin overheads, add selling and distribution overheads, add financial expense. Okay, तीन चीजें आती हैं. Okay, start with admin expense or office expense. So I have office salary, office rent, printing and stationery, director's fees, and furniture का depreciation. Okay. Total all this, yeah, 5,000 plus 49,000 plus 5,000 plus 6,000 plus 10,000. How much? 85,000. Okay, 85. This is my admin expense. Next come to selling and distribution. Salesman salary, advertisement, delivery expense, depreciation on delivery expense. Okay, total it 12 plus 18 plus 20 again plus 20, 70,000 selling and distribution. Okay, then third is financial expense. ये जो मैंने आपको बताया था in the theory, yeah, you can show debenture interest in financial expense, or you can separately show it after net profit before interest and taxes, but before non-operating expense. Okay, I repeat, you can show debenture interest under financial expense, or you can show it separately before non-operating expense अलग से. Okay, generally I'll prefer this step. I will prefer this one. Okay, since it's the first sum, so I've shown you both. वरना आगे मैं जब सम करूँगी तो मैं डिबेंचर इंटरेस्ट को नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर इंटरेस्ट एंड टैक्सेस के बाद लूँगी, बट बिफोर नेट और नॉन ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस. ठीक है, लॉजिक इज क्लियर? Clear with the logic, everyone? Debenture interest is clear. Acknowledge it in the chat box. Then non-operating expense. Okay, thanks, Mahatma. Non-operating expense may I have loss on sale of land, 5,000, and non-operating income, that is P&L account credit side जो होता है, dividend on investments, profit on sale of furniture, added. And this answer, net profit before interest and tax. इसमें debenture interest I have already taken. The 4,70,000 is my gross profit. 3,20,000 net profit before tax. And PBT less income tax, 1,75,000 to 3,20,000 में से 1,75,000 minus कर दो तो 1,45,000 net profit after tax and PAT. ठीक है. Add opening balance of P&L not given in the question, nil, less appropriations not given, then retained earnings 1,45,000. तो सी ओपनिंग बैलेंस अप्रोप्रिएशंस नहीं है तो आपका नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स इज इक्वल टू रिटेन्ड अर्निंग्स. ओके, यू कैन क्रॉस चेक योर आंसर. सी और सम क्वेश्चन देखो. सी कितना था 1,45,000 राइट. अभी हो गया, होना ही चाहिए. तो चाहे आप P&L अकाउंट बनाओ मतलब लेजर बनाओ, हर से ना this is your NPAT or retained earnings. Okay, okay. So whether you make a ledger or whether you make this, the answer of net profit will not change. समझ में आ रहा है सबको? समझा? Whether you do P&L account of ledger format or this format, the new format, the final answer does not change. Okay, acknowledge it in the chat box if you have understood. Then I'll move on to the next sum. Okay, let's come to the next question, question number 10. Okay, same. What are we going to make? A revenue statement of Mr. Bhushan. Okay, prepare a vertical revenue statement. Okay, so first is opening stock. ये वो COGS में जाएगा. Okay, obviously add होता है वो. Net profit brought forward from previous year. So this is opening balance of profit. Yeah. Office rent, admin overheads, under operating expense, carriage inward, add to raw material, COGS mega, general reserve. This will also come in your opening balance. Next, wages, direct wages, COGS, octroi duty. It will be added to raw material formula, COGS, office staff salary. Okay, what is that? Sorry, admin overheads. Audit fees, admin overheads. Advertisement, selling and distribution overheads. Financial expense, वो अलग से category अपने पास उधर डालेंगे. And this is your non-operating expense, loss on sale. Depreciation, plant का है तो it will go to factory under COGS. Furniture है तो it will go to office, delivery van, selling and distribution. Sales, it's sales return, sorry, the less from sales. Profit and sale of investments, non-operating income. Loss by fire, non-operating expense. Closing stock of finished goods. I will subtract it from the, from that formula. Yeah, under COGS. Then purchases under COGS, postage and telegram, admin overheads. Okay, yeah. Purchases, वो raw material purchase, the raw material consumed में you will add under COGS. Provision for tax, you know what to do with that, yeah. Net profit before tax के बाद माइनस करना है, ठीक है, या sales, the very first item under revenue statement. Dividend on shares held, this is income, non-operating income. Carriage outward, selling and distribution, warehouse expense, selling and distribution, import duty, factory. Okay, and if you assume it to be import duty on raw materials, you can even add it to raw material ka formula, or you can show it under factory overheads, obviously under the main heading COGS. Okay, yeah. So am I clear with the question? Question समझ में आया सबको? So this is how you have to identify your expenses as per P&L account in the new format of P&L. Okay, Kaveri, yeah, what do you want? Last part of question number 7. The solution. Is it? Okay. From which part you want, I mean? Last part means from where? This one is okay? Net profit before interest and tax. Okay, fine. Great. Okay. Now let us start with this sum ka solution. Okay? Yeah. Make your revenue statement and then we will move forward. Okay. So now let us start. First with sales. Cash sales, not there. Credit sales 6 lakh 20 and sales return 20,000. So take it in the outer column. 6 lakh 20 minus 20 is 6 lakhs. Then come to COGS. I'll repeat once again. What is COGS? It is direct material, that is your raw material consumed, direct wages, direct expenses, and factory overheads. Don't forget this. Okay. So on the first, we start with raw material. So opening stock of raw material nil, purchase of raw material 2 lakhs, carriage inward 20,000, octroi duty 5,000, import duty 3,000, and closing stock of raw material 0. Okay, then total this and take it in the output. So this is 20 plus, no, it is 2 lakh and then 20, 2 lakh 20. 2 lakh 20 plus 5,000 plus 3,000 is how much? 2 lakh 28. So if anybody asks you what is raw material consumed for this sum, so this is the answer. This is raw material consumed. मेरे एग्जाम में ये 2 marks के लिए आता है, तो this is how you will calculate. Next, direct wages, 72,000. Direct expense, not there. And then factory expense, depreciation on machinery, 15,000. Factory expense is nothing but similar to your factory overheads of cost sheet. Yeah. Then we get cost of production, okay. Yeah, solve this. 2,28,000 plus 72 plus 15,000. 3,15,000 is my cost of production. Add opening, closing, finished goods. Okay. Yeah. Now remember students, जब हम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग अकाउंट बनाते हैं and when we close manufacturing account, the balancing figure is cost of production. I hope you remember manufacturing final accounts which we have done last year. ठीक है. फिर हम ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट बनाते हैं. ट्रेडिंग में हम लिखते हैं इधर trading account, opening stock of finished goods, and here we write closing stock of finished goods. And then when we close trading account, the balancing figure we get is gross profit. Okay, see the same logic is used here. There is no change in concept. Concept remains the same. See here, cost of production. Okay, add opening stock of finished goods less closing stock of finished goods. 3,15,000 plus 50,000 minus 40,000. So my answer is 3,25,000. Yeah. Okay. This is my COGS. Okay. Sales minus COGS minus sales 6 lakhs. 2,75,000 is my gross profit. This. Okay. Clear? समझ में आया? Is gross profit clear to everyone? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Gross profit is clear to everyone. Understood the logic now? Yeah. Why COP came? Yeah. तो रट्टा मत मारना. Okay. मैं कोई फॉर्मेट चेंज नहीं कर रही हूँ. जो भी आपने पढ़ा है मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फाइनल अकाउंट्स में उसको सिर्फ हम वर्टिकल स्टेटमेंट में बना रहे हैं लेजर छोड़ के. ओके ओके या थैंक्स स्टूडेंट्स. तो ये जो भी मैं छोटे छोटे कॉन्सेप्ट्स बता रही हूँ ना यही आपको एमसीक्यूज में आएंगे. ठीक है. सो मेरा ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट भी हो गया. यस हो गया 2,75,000. नाउ अभी ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के बाद क्या बनता है P&L अकाउंट. तो दैट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस. स्टार्ट ये सब P&L अकाउंट आइटम्स है. एडमिन एक्सपेंस. ओके लेट मी रिपीट. ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस में क्या क्या आता है? एडमिन ओवरहेड्स, selling and distribution, and financial expense. These three things are operating expenses. Okay. Yeah. Please all these small things remember. Next chapter में काम आएगा. Ratios में formulas जब हम सीखेंगे. Okay. तो ये basics याद रखो वरना वो second chapter ratios आपको याद नहीं होगा. नहीं अभी अपने डाउट्स क्लियर कर लो जो भी आपको छोटे मोटे डाउट्स हैं. ओके ये स्मॉल कॉन्सेप्ट्स नोट डाउन करो जो मैं लिख रही हूँ. COGS क्या है, ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस क्या है, आपको पता होना चाहिए. ये COP कैसे आया, कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. कॉस्ट शीट में हम अलग स्टाइल में लिख देते हैं कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. ओके अब फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट के बाद हम एडमिन ओवरहेड्स ऐड करते थे और फिर हमको कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन मिलता था कॉस्ट शीट में. फिर हम एडलेस फिक्स फिनिश गुड्स और क्लोजिंग स्टॉक करते थे. वी यूज्ड टू गेट COGS एंड देन वी यूज्ड टू ऐड सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. ओके start with admin expense. First is rent 5,000. staff salary 40,000, audit fees 20,000, postage and telegram 5,000, and depreciation 16,000. Okay, this is my admin overheads. Rent, staff salary, audit fees, postage and telegram, depreciation on furniture. Okay, total all this 5,000 plus 40,000 plus 20,000 plus 5,000 plus 16,000, 86,000. Okay, yeah. Then selling and distribution, advertisement, carriage outward, warehouse expense, depreciation on delivery van. Okay, I repeat, under selling and distribution you have advertisement, carriage outward, warehouse expense, and depreciation on delivery van. Okay, total this 25,000. All this comes with only practice. Just by looking whatever I'm doing is not suffice. You have to practice. 30, 10,000 at yeah, 49,000. Okay, and then finance expenses, there is only one item of 25,000. Okay. Okay, admin expense plus selling and distribution plus finance expense is what? Add this three. तीनों को ऐड करो, आपको ये मिलेगा operating expense. So 49,000 plus 25,000 plus 86,000 is how much? 1,60,000. Okay, so this is my operating expense. Okay, yeah. And gross profit 2,75,000 में से अब इसको माइनस करो. Gross profit minus operating expense is what? Net profit before interest and taxes. Minus 2,75,000. कितना बचा? 1,15,000. So this 1,15,000 is my net profit before interest and taxes. Okay. ये सब small जो composition है of I mean breakup of expense है, ये सब दो मार्क के लेंगे. All this will be asked through the MCQs. Okay. So I'm making you solve a 15 mark sum in which 2 mark sums are also covered. ठीक है ना? Less interest, इंटरेस्ट है ही नहीं सम में. मैंने बोला ना अलग से हम दिखाएंगे. आई विल मेक इट अ हैबिट. या नहीं है तो मत लिखो. इंटरेस्ट कौन सा इंटरेस्ट? बैंक इंटरेस्ट या डिबेंचर इंटरेस्ट, जो भी हो. लोन लिया ना, लोन लिया तो फ्री में तो नहीं लोगे, बदले में इंटरेस्ट पे करना पड़ेगा. हाँ बस ये वही कॉन्सेप्ट है. So net profit after interest but before tax. Right? Next, non-operating expense. May I have loss on sale of asset and loss by fire. Non-operating income, profit on sale of investments 5,000 and dividend on shares 25,000. ठीक है, solve it. 1,15,000 में add और less करो. ठीक है, so 1,15,000 minus 30,000 minus 5,000 plus 5,000 plus 25,000. 1,10,000 is my answer. ठीक है, 1,10,000 is my net profit before tax. Then pay your taxes, provision for tax or income tax paid. Okay, कितना है provision for taxes? 30,000. So my answer is 80,000 net profit after tax. Okay. Then add opening balance of net profit. What is that? Your net profit of last year. Okay. 2018 है, 2019 है. तो जब आपने नेट प्रॉफिट क्लोज किया होगा तो आपको नेट प्रॉफिट मिला होगा इधर. हाँ, इसको बोलते हैं प्रॉफिट कैरीड डाउन. और ये प्रॉफिट 2019 में हो जाता है नेट प्रॉफिट ब्रॉट डाउन या ब्रॉट फॉरवर्ड. वही कॉन्सेप्ट है. ओके. ओपनिंग बैलेंस ऑफ नेट प्रॉफिट 60,000 and then less appropriations मतलब transfer to reserves. रिजर्व्स ये रहा. ओपनिंग बैलेंस है उसके बाद ये. दिस इज लेस अप्रोप्रिएशंस. अप्रोप्रिएशंस मतलब पैसा साइड में रखना. मैंने आपको एक एग्जांपल भी दिया था थ्योरी में. योर फादर इज गिविंग 20,000 to your mother every month to run the house. Okay, for groceries, for yeah, 20,000 monthly. So what your mom does, she keeps 2,000 aside and she tries to run the house for the month with this 18,000. Okay, so this 2,000 which is kept aside is known as appropriations. Okay, in for company this is an appropriation. समझ में आया? Example is clear about appropriations. Okay, so 80,000 plus 60,000 opening balance of last year minus money kept aside. So 65,000 is my retained earnings. मतलब जो बच गया. What do you mean by retained? जो बच गया. Earnings मतलब income, profit. So my retained earnings are 65,000. Let me check the sum. अच्छा नहीं, इसमें नहीं दिया नेट प्रॉफिट वरना हम क्रॉस चेक कर पाते हैं. लास्ट सम के जैसे लास्ट सम में दिया. लास्ट सम जो था वो क्या था? इट वाज अ लेजर. हाँ, सी या. बट दिस इज नॉट अ लेजर. ये जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है ये जस्ट एक इन्फॉर्मेशन जैसे दिया. इट इज नॉट अ लेजर. ओके. सो इज द सम क्लियर टू एवरीवन? समझ में आया? Clear with this? So next lecture we'll start with a new concept, common size statement. Okay, trend analysis. ये सब हम next lecture start करेंगे. Fine. Clear everyone? Any doubts? Okay, great.